George Russell crashed out of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix on Sunday after being involved in an ugly crash with Nikita Mazepin. The inaugural Saudi race proved utterly chaotic, with the track being described as completely nuts and dangerous before the race got underway. The duo came to blows on lap 15 as Haas driver Mazepin went straight into the back of Williams' Russell, with both cars suffering too much damage for either driver to continue. "I'm sorry, I couldn't avoid this," Mazepin said over the radio after the incident. Red Bull's Sergio Perez was also unable to continue after losing his front wing. The crash resulted in a second red flag of the day after a dramatic start to the penultimate Grand Prix of the season. Mick Schumacher's race had already been brought to a premature end after he shunted into a wall at the turn 21 and 22 complex. Race officials originally brought out the yellow flags and the first safety car of the race following that incident, before the red flag was waved. "I'm okay, sorry about that," Schumacher said after crashing out. Russell had earlier been involved in an incident with Lance Stroll on turn 7, which was noted by the stewards. Contact was made between Aston Martin's Stroll and Russell, with the Canadian being forced into the runoff area. The high-speed street circuit in Saudi Arabia is narrow and caused drivers all sorts of problems throughout the race. And former F1 driver Nico Rosberg admitted he was happy not to be involved in the race ahead of the Grand Prix. "It's Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, it's a new track," said the 36-year-old in a YouTube video. "I've just done a few laps on the simulator. Believe me, this track is completely nuts. It's so fast, there is no runoff. There is a corner at the back where you're doing 8th gear and you downshift into 7th, and the corner is almost flat. On the right, there is a wall. This is going to be nuts. And honestly, this is so crazy that I am happy not to be in the car for this race weekend. This looks high risk. It is one of those times when I am like, I'm good to not take part." Max Verstappen went into the Saudi Grand Prix with an 8-point advantage over arch-rival Lewis Hamilton at the top of the F1 leaderboard. And the title race looks set to go down to the wire at the final race of the season in Abu Dhabi next weekend.